Hello, I'm Miriam, co-founder and COO of Keto Chow.
I'm Chris, also a co-founder, president, and the technical guy behind Keto Chow.
We're a little bit over, weirdly.
If you're brand new to Keto Chow, it's a nutritionally complete meal designed to make keto easy. We also have some electrolyte supplements that are amazing for everyday use and for keeping the dreaded keto flu away.
Be sure to subscribe to our YouTube channel and hit the little bell icon for daily updates on all our Keto Chow happenings. These live streams help us be accountable and stay on track. Thanks for joining us on our journey.
Okay.
Thank
you.
Now
we're better centered. I don't have the light turned up right.
Oh, all right. Does feel a little moody in here.
Yeah.
That hurts my eyes more.
Okay, now we're brighter.
Did I already finish the whole thing? I already forgot.
Yeah, you did.
Okay.
Okay, Heath was first. Dennis, yeah. Debbie says happy hump day. Kelly had a good question.
Okay.
I want to know, does anybody travel with the chunks of Redmond real salt, and does airport security give them a problem? I have never had a problem with it.
I've had some like little ones, like the bigger salt rocks in like little containers and never had a problem. It's solid, so I don't see.
They don't care.
You could have a whole salt shaker and they probably wouldn't care.
Yeah, they have issues with bags of powder. Mm-hmm. So if you're traveling with Keto Chow and it's in your carry-on, I recommend taking it out and putting it, like as if it was a laptop sort of thing.
Yep.
But the solid chunks, never had an issue. Miriam has her thing of.
I'm salting my.
Yeah, there you go. Let's see, Jerry is on. Phone says good morning, everyone. Andrew says, hey, y'all. Amy says good morning. For my boys is on. Info C girl. Let's see. Shauna is on. So is Ron. This is good morning, Bears and Chow fam. PSMF day. Yep, for us as well.
Yep, us too.
So this morning, one of our daughters is using my car today, and so Miriam and I were going to go into work together.
Yeah, because we work at the same place.
And turns out I can get just as much done on the computer while I'm waiting, because there's a computer there too. It's like I'm at work.
Yeah.
Anyway,
same.
Anyway, so I went through Chronometer and I planned out my day. So I'm having three keto chows.
Mm-hmm. With 10 grams of fat.
With 10 grams of fat in each. No, 10 grams of butter.
Okay, which is not actually 10 grams of fat.
Yes.
Yeah.
It's closer to.
We noticed that too.
But that's okay, because for lunch today, I am having 12 ounces of pork chops. Mm-hmm. And that will get me up to the 176 grams of protein that I
Are you sure that's how much you need? That's what Maria's
That's what Maria's calculator says for me on my PSMF days.
Okay. I haven't put into Chronometer, but I brought 1 Keto Chow and I have probably 2 pork chops.
Okay.
For lunch. But I actually have it written down, of course, because I was planning. So I've got, yes. And then tonight we're doing chicken soup, which is in the PSMF book on page, you have to write it down, 24. Also, just so you guys know, there's another one. This is an ebook that is Maria's, The Art of Fat Loss. It has more information on PSMF in there than the other book. So
turns out you can take the ebook to a
and
coffee
get it
shop
printed. Lynette got it made for me. So there's a lot of really good recipes in here, and they
say. Did she get it for you, or did she lend you hers?
She made me one.
What?
I know, she's so
Holy
nice.
cow.
Right? Can you hear?
Does
the sound good? So, yeah, and it should say dairy-free or nut-free.
Let's say that says juicy, tender breast. Chicken breasts.
Uh-huh. Chicken breasts.
Yes.
This is also chicken breast. But I haven't gone through this because I've already got my first 2 weeks planned out. So I'll go through this next and plan some more meals for 3 weeks from now.
Well, let's catch up on some comments. Lynette says, good morning from the super cool Keto Chow store.
That's Lynette who gave me the book.
Linda's on. Elizabeth is smiling. Shauna says, have not. Yeah. Debbie says, hi, Miriam and Chris. Y'all have a fantastic day. 10 days until the meetup. I'm going to post about that on Google Maps today.
Nice.
Becky says, good morning, everyone. Carla says, good morning. Hoofinette is on. Says, good morning, lovely couple. And fellow Keto Chow hounds. Mood lighting. Mm-hmm. Yeah. Betty's on. Maitreya says, hi. Maitreya, do you know what the longest word is in Spanish? I'll tell you what it is in just a minute.
I know.
Floyd says, "Good morning, everyone. I love the live stream last night with Carol Ann.
Oh, it was really
It was
nice.
really
Yeah.
fantastic." Let's see. Wendy says, "Good morning. I'm drinking mocha with a shot of espresso, drizzle of Hershey's Zero syrup, and blended in the Vitamix." Susan says, "Good morning. Maitreya, like your mug."
Yeah, it's cute, huh? We have the white set from Sam's Club. They're so cute.
We have several.
We have
sets.
a couple of sets. And what I have in here is my Redmond real salt, my seasoned salt, my Redmond salt, and
Which
my
the
fasting
seasoned
drops.
salt tastes just like chicken broth, although
Yeah.
there's no chicken.
But I found if I put a lot in there, it tickles my throat and I don't like it. So
yes.
I do the regular salt and the fasting drops, and it really seems to help me. I am fighting a headache today, so I'm trying to beat it.
So Shauna says, yeah, she hasn't had problems with the salt chunks, and she hasn't had problems with bags of coffee beans or cheese curd.
Nice.
Oh no, but she did have problems, and they let them have. Aaron says, "Good morning. I have orange mango in the refrigerator for lunch. I need to get back on track after my birthday weekend."
Hey, yeah, we got this.
Sonia says, "Good morning, peoples." Maitreya says, pork chops. I'm looking forward to it. Lisa says, "Good morning." Adrienne says, "Do you cut the pork chop off the bone and weigh it after cooking?" So
yeah, I would say.
The entry that I'm using in Chronometer was fresh pork chop, so uncooked.
Okay.
And you could do it by pork chop, but it doesn't say how thick it is, so I just changed it to either grams or ounces. So this is the pre-cooked weight. And there's an entry for visible fat eaten and an entry for visible fat not eaten.
Which you're going to cut your fat off. Right?
I'm going to need to cut my fat off because
PSMF. Yeah, I know.
Shauna says, "I'm making a single serving ground beef gravy and air fryer biscuits."
Oh, that sounds good.
Amanda says, "Good morning. I'm having my chocolate peanut butter keto chow. I'm loving the shakes. We're on an 18-wheeler over the road.
Oh,
That'll make things so much easier. Thanks for this amazing product."
I'm glad you guys are having fun.
We were actually talking about why they called them an 18-wheeler as we were driving along. I'm like, oh, and Amanda, answer me this. Is it front wheel drive in addition to the rear wheel drive on a traditional tractor trailer? I don't know if it is or if that's even a selectable option, because one of my kids was like, "Do they have such thing as 6-wheel drive?" I'm like, well, yes, they do. And I believe that a 18-wheeler is 8-wheel drive, although I don't know if the front wheels have power to them or not. It might even depend on the vehicle. Anyway, but yeah, there's 9 tires on each side.
Okay.
Including the trailer. That's why it's called an 18-wheeler.
Okay. My eyes are watering because I got that tickle in my throat.
Oh man, Sonny says, "After making chaffles last night, I was kind of lazy and put my little pork cutlets in the Dash waffle maker." That sounds delicious.
What? Yum.
Lisa says, "Having root beer float shakes and we need to Jello."
I'm having root beer flirt today too. Flirt.
Now that's an interesting thing. I'll get to you in the second, Melody. So Miriam made up a bunch of keto chow with only 10 grams of butter in it.
Yes.
And there is a significant difference in the taste of all of the flavors that I've had. Yesterday I had root beer, snickerdoodle, and chocolate toffee.
Yeah, it wasn't not quite as thick good and creamy. The flavor didn't come out as much.
Wasn't the same
because it wasn't as much butter.
Yeah, the butter brings out the flavor. It's not just that heavy cream mutes the flavor, but a sufficient amount of butter really brings out the flavor. It's very
I've done it with like a tablespoon of butter before. So, but this was just considerably less. So we do miss it with the nice more butter.
Okay, back to Melody. Love having Wednesday off so I can watch the live, not the replay. Thanks for making such wonderful products that make keto feel like a treat, not a diet.
Yeah,
it's a way of living.
That's right.
Red and White says, "Good morning from Pennsylvania today."
Good morning.
Let's see. Chad is on. Maitreya says, "I can't remember it. It's some muscle name." Okay, the longest word in Spanish, and I'm not going to do this too loud, so is goal.
You should have done it louder.
I should have done it louder, and usually I do it quite a bit longer, and usually they throw a golazo, golazo, golazo on the end. Anytime somebody scores the goal, it goes on for like 3 minutes. That is the longest word in Spanish.
You're so funny.
I always got a laugh out of people in Chile when I would tell that joke because they were like, what is the longest word in Spanish? Shauna says, I love Redmond's seasoned salt on cottage cheese.
Oh,
That's
yum.
wow.
Salt on anything is good.
I wonder what, okay, so today we made up some of Joe and Rachel, Two Crazy Ketos,
I brought some.
their lower fat yogurt, which the high fat yogurt you use, say, Fairlife whole milk, which Fairlife milk is interesting. They basically they make milk protein isolate and then add some of the stuff back in. So it's super protein concentrated with not a lot of lactose in it. Higher protein, lower sugar. And they do have a 2%. So to make the lower protein, instead of using whole milk and heavy cream, you just use 2% milk, but you're still draining off the whey, which has the majority, that's mostly where all the sugar is that isn't consumed by the bacterial cultures. And I wonder what that unsweetened, unflavored yogurt would taste like with some of that on there. Because it's really close to cottage cheese.
Yeah. Did you taste it?
Yeah. I
you
got
did?
some on my hand when I was.
And you're like, it was tasty.
I was like, okay, it's
bitter.
yogurt.
Yeah.
It just tastes like yogurt.
Yeah. So I brought some, but I didn't bring any flavorings or anything. So
Okay.
we can taste it, or we can taste it tomorrow.
Or you can toss some Keto Chow on it.
Yeah.
Let's see. Sonia says, Shauna, they were cutely patterned.
Yeah.
Rhonda says, Miriam, do you have those daily planning sheets on the site? Yes.
We do.
They're actually on the 90-day challenge.
Are they?
I already bought that PSMF book. I can't seem to get the Art of Fat Loss check out to work.
Oh, I would
all the way to
message
the
them
agree,
because
no,
they'll
nothing.
want to get
Craig
it
will.
fixed. Craig will want to fix it. So do the contact page or whatever and message them and say, hey, I can't get this to work. So
Blue says, I'm having 3 Keto Chows today too. Getting 3 teeth worked on today. I'm taking the day off of chewing.
Yeah.
Matre says, I love pork chops, missing participating in the 2KK meat of the day thing this month, but we're doing leftovers from the 4th. That sounds terrible.
And you don't want to waste that food, right?
Burgers, Teton dogs, lots of lettuce.
Mm-hmm.
Blue says, I hate trying to figure out the fat rendered out of cooking method. It's maddening.
Yeah.
Let's see. Amber says, good morning. Ear hustling while walking to work. Sorry for my burping. Jerry,
she said walking
no, she
this
didn't.
morning, not walking to work.
Oh, yeah, I was mixing that up with somebody else.
That's all right.
Sorry. Jerry says, I had a delicious mocha shake this morning for breakfast. So yummy. I had orange mango, and the jury is not out yet on whether I liked it more. I like the pina colada a massive amount. Amanda says, I'm not sure. I'll ask my hubby. I don't drive, though. Okay, well, I'd like to know.
That's okay.
Laura says, happy Wednesday. That's about, do the front wheels on a normal diesel semi-truck have power that you can switch
You can
on?
probably Google it.
Yes, but I'd rather ask somebody.
Okay.
Lily says, hello, friends. Orange mango is in my cup right now. Loving it. Also, they started the demolition of my house today after 4 months.
Wow. It's exciting.
Debbie is getting her ice cream maker today.
Yes.
So I'll be making root beer ice cream for dinner. Amber says, PSMF day with pork loin and Keto Chow strawberry yogurt sludge. That sounds good.
That does sound good.
Amanda says, I do have a question. I'm making my shakes with 2 tablespoons of avocado oil. Is that the right amount? Maybe. So is it the right amount for you is something that you would have to use you'd have to use a calculator or chronometer or something like that to figure out. 2 tablespoons of avocado oil, it's just going to add calories to it. And that if that's how many calories you're looking for in each shake, then it is absolutely the correct amount. There's no prescribed amount. Like right now, Miriam and I were doing our shakes with 10 grams of butter, which is like nothing.
Which is not very much at all.
I did mix up some test batches of chocolate yesterday with 4 ounces or a half cup of heavy cream yesterday. Is that the right amount? Well, it's what we always use for testing. So yes, it's the right amount.
Yes.
So that's one of the cool things is that with Keto Chow, you're able to change how much you want. All right. Shauna says I'm hoping for a good meat sale this week.
Yeah. Lucky's had some good stuff on sale on Monday.
People like the goal
joke.
Debbie says I can hold a note. Of course I can hold a note. And vibrato is for the weak.
Yeah, he can hold a note. But Bravo is pretty though.
It's a sign of weakness that
No,
you
it's
can't
not.
hold a note
You
without
do it on
modulating the
purpose.
pitch. I don't ever do it on purpose. Chris
That's,
said,
that's not you.
I know,
mean,
people do it on purpose. I know.
We all can
I
have
still
different
see it as a sign
opinions
of
about
weakness.
things.
Okay. Krista says, I have a snickerdoodle shake with ice for breakfast. Delicious. Dan says, good morning, Bear. Jerry says, I'm hoping to watch the England-Denmark match today. While working, I love real football, a.k.a. soccer. Come on, 3 Lions.
Ooh, you can yell goal too.
Shauna says, warm coffee, caramel macchiato for breakfast for me today. Mimi says, I'm so used to having my keto chow with 10 grams of butter because I use 6 tablespoons of heavy whipping cream in my coffee.
Oh,
daily.
yes. And
That's
so
another
you
way to do it.
already got it covered.
Yep. Put it into one thing, take it out of the keto chow. That works perfectly. Patsy's on, again from Blackfoot, Idaho. And she's a former woman Marine.
Hey, thanks for your service.
Diane says, hello all. Ron says, where is that planner located?
Oh, this piece of paper.
Yep.
I had a hard time finding it, but I know it's there somewhere. You said it's on the 90-day?
I believe it's on the 90-day challenge.
I looked on the 90-day and I couldn't find it.
Oh.
But Lori gave me a link to it on the site. I just can't remember where it got put.
I'll see if
find
we can,
it.
Yeah. Okay.
Maybe Polly's listening. She can find it.
Let's see. Lori says, hey, friends. Blue Dust is proof that psych doctors have a 6th sense of humor. Hippopotamus that crows equip the daleophilia, which means the fear of long words.
Phobia.
Yep. Our daughter Kate, who got me the "This Is Not a Drill" shirt, she has a veritable cornucopia of funny shirts.
Yeah, she has a bunch of keto shirts.
The one that she was wearing on, like, was it Monday? It says "a bibliophobia," which is the fear of running out of books to read.
Yeah.
I'm like, I don't know that that's a word, but it's legitimately constructed properly.
Yeah.
A bibliophobia.
Yep.
You're afraid to not have a book. Margie says that it finally stopped raining in Southwest Florida. What's the name of it starts with an E, the hurricane that's on its way?
I don't remember. Esther?
I just remember that it's probably going to hit before Joe and Rachel come here.
Oh.
So they're going to go from hurricane conditions to dry
desert.
as a bone. Let's see. Andrew says, I have 6 days before vacation and tried on my swimsuits before packing them. And I have to reorder them. Hopefully they come fast. None fit anymore. They're all too small. They're all too small? Thanks, Keto Chow. You mean you're too small or they're too big? I think you mean that they're too big. Okay. Oh, too big. All too big. That's what I meant. There you go.
You need to get a swimsuit for Ruth because she turned into a woman overnight. And so now she doesn't have anything that fits.
Oh, I don't have any she could wear.
She wore mine last time.
All right. Arnie says, I'm loving Keto Chow. After 5 years of keto, these shakes all taste delicious to me. I jumped on the monthly subscription box.
I'm so glad.
Speaking of which, there are, let's see, the 15th, I think there's 8 days before the cutoff for the August box.
I don't even know what day it is.
Is it the August box?
What month is this?
Yeah, I think it's the August box.
Yes, if it's July 15th, it's the August box cutoff.
Okay. Linda says, do you have menus posted for the protein sparing modified fast? We don't.
We just have what we've been playing with. Well, I just have it written down on a piece of paper.
Loving It on Keto has a menu that they're doing with PSMF right now.
Yep.
And Maria Emmerich has a ton of information about PSMF.
Yep, and she has menus in her book too. And I think I know I talk about this a lot. So here's like the meal plans. And I've done some free meal plans before and they're really good. But I've noticed when I do it, sometimes I get stressed out after a couple of weeks of making every single recipe new all of the time. And so I decided I wanted to have something that would be more achievable for me. And so I picked things that I knew would already fit into that category, like Keto Chow for one, and just some things that I know my kids already like. Like I have a white fish recipe that we're gonna have tomorrow night, and then I'm just gonna make a big salmon for my kids because that's what they like, and I'm just gonna do the recipe for me and Chris, and then that will be a new recipe, but then the next day I'll have something that we already, like pulled pork we already have in the freezer. So I'm going to make it be achievable because I want to be successful and I just don't want to stress out.
Well, last night was super easy.
Oh yeah.
We took a bunch of chicken breasts. You slice them in half, dump some salt and pepper on it, and then I put them into the smoker. And then I had to turn up the temperature really high because we didn't have a lot of time before the live stream.
Yeah.
We actually pulled it off the smoker at 7, and the live stream was at 7:15.
Yeah, I actually didn't eat all of mine, so I probably should take that out of chronometer because I ran from my plate to the room and I said, "Sam, will you please put my food in the fridge?" And he said yes.
Well, and the funny thing is the kids finished off
the chicken
breast.
Well, they even asked if we had more this morning.
And
do we have any leftover chicken?
There were some chicken thighs.
Yep, so they took that for lunch today.
Amanda's got the answer. Normally drive on 4-wheel drive. If you do 8-wheel, you can only do like 20 miles per hour.
Oh, that totally makes sense.
And it's just a button. So it's not 10-wheel drive, which would include the front wheels.
Yeah.
It's all 4 back tires. Okay.
Thanks, Amanda.
Oh, yes.
That was
Elsa.
awesome. Oh, duh.
Let it go.
Elsa?
Let it go.
Everybody knows Elsa.
Get this song out of my head. Let's see. Andrew says, they're too big. I'm panicked with thrill. Red Wine says, the front set of rear axles pulls the truck. Then you can hit a switch in the cab and lock the back axle to get better traction in bad weather. There you go. Laura says, today is July 7th.
Thank you. I couldn't get my watch to tell me the day.
It says it right there.
Oh, I didn't think
right in front of us. Easy says, good morning. Living on Keto says, hello, everyone. Wendy here. Yes,
hey, Wendy, we were talking about you and
great
your
series of videos on PSMF.
PSMF month. We printed out that too to look through, and it's been nice to have another resource. I mean, that's what you need to do with keto. You just research, make a decision, and do what works for you, right?
Yep. Linda says, hi all. Diane says, oh yeah, talking back and forth with Shauna. Glenda says, I'm above Tampa on the Florida coast, just getting rain and only mild wind. Very glad no bad stuff. Oh,
that's good.
Amber says, Winnie and Harry are doing some awesome PSMF days with Keto Chow. Yes, indeed. Trey says, the live stream was good though. Thanks for that. Mike says, any clues on the August Chow Club? Is it epic?
It is.
Well, it's going to have Keto Chow in it, so that'll be great.
It is a box that has cool stuff in it. We're waiting for some of the swag to arrive.
Oh, are we? But the recipe cards are already delivered.
Are they?
Oh, yeah.
Oh, cool.
I don't have the September cards yet, though.
Okay.
Matt says, Chris, I think you were talking about Serious Keto's sous vide gun video recently. Sorted Food posted a video about it today, too, if you want to watch more. I think they have a comparison of 2 different flamethrower guns.
Chris is secretly sad that we didn't give him flamethrower for Father's Day.
I've got a torch that I could use.
I know, but when you're not using that, why get another one, right?
Holly posted on the
thank you,
on the
Holly.
YouTube channel the meal planner printout.
The meal planner printout.
And it's just the one that Miriam.
Do you want to grab it and post it so Facebook people can see?
Sure.
It's just this one right here. Sorry I hit you with the pokey part of the clipboard. But I like to just usually I only use it for dinners because that's what I care most about for the kids.
Yeah.
But this time I did breakfast, lunch, and dinner, breakfast, lunch, dinner. And then I put the things down here while I'm thinking about it. And then I go and put it in my Google Keep list of Walmart and Sam's Club and Lucky's and whatever store I'm going to.
That's right. Let's see. Jerry says, I've never watched Frozen, but maybe one day soon. It was legitimately good.
It's a good show.
I have Disney Plus, but would rather watch Star Wars again and again. And again.
I could watch Star Wars with you.
Jerry wants to know
down
if
for that.
Apple pie and the.
Why didn't we do that?
I don't know. Loving on Keto says Keto Chow savory bases work great on the PSMF days.
Oh, cool.
We split 1 packet and add 1 pound of our favorite lean meat. We had taco and ground turkey soup last night.
Ooh, that sounds
both
good.
Lost weight this morning.
Yeah, we're having soup tonight.
Yeah, Diane says, yeah, it wasn't anything secretive. I know. Just talking about Greta and her recovery.
Yeah.
I just find if people are talking to each other, I usually skip the comments because it's hard to get through everything. Karen says, Chris and Miriam, hello. It's been a while since I've been on. I hope you're doing well.
We are. We're doing good. My headache is getting a little bit better.
Yeah. Oh yeah, you had a headache this
I
morning.
still
huh?
have it, but it's not. It feels like, this morning it was coming in. I had a lot of salt just now, and it's already feeling a little better.
Shauna says that 20 some odd years ago, the last camping trip my friends had, we started fire with a flamethrower, a welder torch. It doubled the wake up alarm. I learned just after Miriam and I got married.
Mm-hmm.
I should have known this before. If you put Coleman fuel, which is gasoline,
Mm-hmm.
on a fire, you don't touch the flame to it. You throw the match at it.
Yeah, he lost some hair,
I lost the hair.
eyebrows.
It just kind of singed a little bit of my eyebrows.
It was a good.
I have
It was a
lost
good
my
time.
eyebrows so many times. Maybe that's why they're pretty spot.
Oh, you also
I
have
just-
blonde eyebrows.
That's true.
I draw mine in. Mine are pretend.
Lanny says shake definitely tastes better with less butter. Yeah, Amber says, yeah, when he broke that
Different.
stall,
Mhm.
Kelly says, I'm flying into Orlando this evening. I hope that's all clear by then.
Nice.
Shauna says, Kabuli. My favorite experience of all time ever with Coleman Fuel is I was on a 50-mile backpacking trip
Mm-hmm.
through a primitive wilderness area with the scouts.
Mm-hmm.
And I think it was the last day, and one of the leaders had a thing of Coleman Fuel that he just didn't want to pack anymore. So we were sitting around. It was probably a half liter worth. We were sitting around the
That
fire,
sounds dangerous.
and he walked over and poured it.
In front of the kids? All of the
The
kids?
fireball was amazing.
And you're just sitting there.
It just
You must have been sitting far enough away or he wouldn't have done that.
Well, yeah, we were like 5 or 6 feet away from the fire, but it didn't light any of the trees above the fire, but it came close. Like it was an impressive, like 20.
That's how
foot
fires get
just-
started, honey.
You do not mix gasoline and fire. They say that right on the thing. Anyway,
Yeah, think.
Julie says, "Did you know you can drive with one flatbed on a dually Sprinter?"
Maybe she meant flat.
Yeah. I'm sure it is flatbed, but it says flatbread. Jerry says lost eyebrows. Kind of reminds me of the funny scene in the Police Academy movies where G.W. Bailey loses his hair. Not sure if that was Tar, but it's been a while since I've seen it. But Jerry says, I'm not a PSMF follower, but I do like custard. All this talk has me thinking of making raspberry cheesecake custard.
Yeah, we need to get Joe's custard recipe on our site because we've seen that a few times. I have never made it. Have you made it? His custard?
Yeah, I made it. I made it with a lemon.
Oh, okay. Yes, I remember now.
I actually, it's a little bit easier for me to make Maria Emmerich's pudding.
Mm-hmm.
Anyway.
It's easier for me to just eat what you make.
Yeah, I bet it is. Anyway, so that's about it for the live stream.
Okay.
Thanks everybody for joining us. If you didn't get to watch last night's, please do check it out. We had Carol Ann McCann.
Yes.
Let me get it right. And it was a really good talk about incorporating low carb eating and fasting into your family, whatever your family looks like.
Yep.
So.
It's a neat lady.
Okay.
Oh, and there's a giveaway still going.
There is a giveaway.
With her. So she's giving away 2 coaching sessions, which I really am glad that she said this last night, was when she has a single coaching session, what is really good, especially if you're, a lot of times when you do, you don't want to enter it for a free thing because you don't want to feel like you're attached to something else.
Yep.
But if you're going to do just one coaching session that's free, write down a ton of questions and then you can really get the most out of that coaching session.
So you don't get there and like, you guys have any questions? Nope.
Nope.
I'm good. Then you hang up. You're like, oh.
I have.
And Holly points out that the OOO flavors giveaway is still
going on.
So
we have 2 giveaways going right now on Instagram and our Facebook page.
Yep. All right. We're getting off.
Okay, for real.
Everybody have a good day.
Everybody have a good day.
Bye.
Bye.